bottom line.
Hey, what's up out there, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're going to clarify a couple of things. So the first thing I want to do is give a big shout out to those of you who've been supporting the channel, who've been hitting those like and those subscribe buttons. Thank y'all so much. I really appreciate it. I'm finally up to 600 subscribers. Okay, 600. All right. Now that may be small for some people, but you know what? To me, anything is a blessing. That's the way I see it, because you know it's a lot. When you don't have and you have it, and see what the difference is to have and to not have, you learn to be a little bit more thankful for things. So I was going through Facebook, okay, and it was a couple of days ago, and a friend of mine, and yeah, this person, she's a friend of mine. I don't call her name because I don't call anybody's name out, okay. But a friend of mine, she posted, because on Facebook, I have some of my ads on my channel, okay, my prices, and detailing and whatnot. And she posted on Facebook, she was saying that there's no way that I would pay $75 for somebody to wash my car, okay? No way. When I can get out there and do it myself, that is too much money to give somebody just to wash a car, okay? All right. And, I read it, and I thought about it. And I'm more than likely, she was mentioning it towards me, because, that's one of my prices I charge. And that's fine. She didn't, call out my name. She didn't post it on my page. She posted on her page about, she wouldn't spend that much money, because I'm not the only person that puts stuff on Facebook about detailing. There's a lot of places in St. Louis that post stuff about detailing vehicles all the time. So I said, okay, and when I saw this, and I thought about, what she said, I wouldn't pay $75. She said she wouldn't pay $75 for somebody just to wash her car. And I thought to myself, I said, well, you know what? She's right. I wouldn't pay $75 for somebody to just wash my car. Okay? $75. And what people are thinking about when they're thinking about, washing a car, they're thinking about somebody getting out there, with a bucket, one bucket, a hose, a rag, and maybe a scrub brush. And some people don't use a scrub brush, and, to wash tires down and to hose it off and to dry it off and look on the inside and vacuum it out and say $75. Well, I wouldn't pay $75 for that either. I wouldn't, okay? What this friend of mine, what she and a lot of people don't understand, there's a difference between a full onslaught vehicle detail than there is just a car wash. My mother even made the statement to me one day. She said, "Oh, you working at your car wash?" And I said, "Ma, I don't have a car wash. There's a car wash down the street, okay? There's a place called, I don't know what the name of them is. There's a couple of them down there. There are a couple of hand car washes down the street. There's some up off 270. And these people, yeah, they hand wash the cars. I see them. They go in there. They charge them $25. They wash the car, okay, spray a little armor all on the tires, clean it up, vacuum out the inside, and that's it, okay? That's it. They clean it, charge them $25. Well, you know what? If that's what I was doing, then yeah, then I would be charging $25. So what I'm going to do today is, with my 300, I'm going to go through you step by step. Okay, I'm not going to do it. Okay, I'm just going to show you, the things that, what the modern day detailer, what we do. Now, the guys who do detailing, vehicle detailing, they know what I'm talking about. So this is not for them. Okay, this is for the ones who don't know the difference between having your car washed and having your vehicle detailed. Okay, you ever notice that sometimes when people take their vehicles in to trade them in, the first thing, and I've been there before, I've seen them, the first thing that a dealer may say to them, the car salesman or whatnot, well, they have to put money into it before they be able to put it out there. The first thing they're going to have to do is they're going to have to clean it up. Now, I've talked to y'all about this in a video before. The first thing that they look at is the overall appearance of the vehicle, okay? Now, I want to show you if this vehicle that's down below right now, this red, I believe this is an Audi an Audi 8.6 that I did back here a couple of weeks ago. And it's a good looking car. You can see that it is a good looking car. All right, beautiful red color. But the thing about it is that thing had a ton of car wash scratches all through it. Looked good because you don't see it until the light gets up on it. Okay, and then you'll see all those scratches that look like big round spider webs. That's what they look like. Big circular spider webs. That's car wash. That's automatic car washes and brushes. Okay, that's what that does to a vehicle. All right, so you know, when they see stuff like that, especially if they want to sell it, what a dealer is going to do, they're going to tell you, well, look here, I'm going to have to do this to it. First, I got to get the vehicle detailed. And they do. I mean, they got to send it through. They have to clean those carpets. They have to shampoo the carpets. Because the thing about it is, anything can live down inside the carpets. From living creatures like bugs, ants, can live inside of a carpet, can live inside a car. I've seen cars that have roaches on the inside of it. It can live inside of it. So you got to get that bacteria, different type of bacteria that lives down in the carpets. Okay? And that stuff is down in there. So it's got to be cleaned. It's got to be steam cleaned out, or however they're going to clean it, you know, using scrub brushes, a shampoo machine or whatnot. But other than that, it's got to be clean. Up and down, everything's got to be clean. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take you through, and due to the fact that they got to do that, what do? Then they knock some off the price. Well, since we have to do this, we got to knock at least $300 or $400 off of it because we got to get a detail. Now, there's a place, Bomarito Ford, that's up off Lindbergh. And they got a guy who does their detailing up there. They got a couple of them. And I'm going to tell you something. I know these guys. These guys are thorough. I mean, when they go through a vehicle, they go through it. Some things have to have paint correction. They take care of that, okay? How do you get paint correction? How do you have to need paint correction? By always running your car through a car wash, by not keeping your car clean, by not having any type of protection on it. That costs, that knocks off value on your car, the overall condition. Go to Kelley Blue Book, and Kelley Blue Book will ask you the condition that the car is in. I believe it's something like 1 through 5, and I believe like 1, is it in poor condition, okay condition, good condition, great condition, or excellent condition, okay? So which one can you mark off on yours to say it's in? Any vehicle that I got that I can mark off, I can say excellent condition because I keep them in excellent condition. So let's go through the 300, and I'm going to take y'all through what I do and show you the reason why a auto detail is different from an auto wash. All right, everybody. Now, this is my basic detail. This is a basic detail, okay? And the first thing I do is when I get a vehicle is with the customer is I go through it. I check the vehicle out just to make sure that there aren't any kind of scratches, whatever kind of wreck, dent marks, or anything that's falling off, is breaking off, that it's not, that it's pointed out if it's there while I'm going through the vehicle. Because the last thing I want them to do is to come back and say, hey, you know, this big knot here, or this big dent, or this piece of trim was not falling off my car when you got it. But now it is, okay? So, you know, I go through all that. I go through all of it with them just to make sure everything's okay, all right? And then afterwards, if I'm going to do it, and I say I'm going to do the exterior first. I'm going to do the outside first, okay? And the first thing I do is I start with the wheels and the tires, okay? Now, these are the wheels and the tires. Now, I've been out in the rain. This vehicle here has not been washed in a few days, and maybe since the last time I showed y'all I washed it. No, it's been washed since then, but I don't drive it that much. As you can see, there is some dirt up under the wheel wells. All of this is clean. The wheel wells are clean on both sides. The wheels and tires are clean. Now, the wheels and tires are clean by also using different types of equipment, okay? I've got soft brushes and I've got stiff brushes, okay? Soft brushes, soft brushes, soft brushes. I got stiff brushes. These are soft brushes. Brushes like these, this one right here and these right here, are used for the barrels, which we clean those out with. This big yellow brush right there, that's a tire brush, okay? That's a tire brush. These right here are tire brushes as well, okay? Because they're nice and they're stiff. These are stiff tire brushes. But you can see the shape of these. I told y'all I got these from Walmart. Remember, they're $1 a piece, all right? These are tire brushes. This brush right here, this is a soft tip brush. It's for the rim. It's for the wheels. Any type of painted wheels or to keep from scratching the wheels up. You would not use this brush here on any wheels or that brush if you're using them for tires because they're too stiff. These right here are real soft, also barrel brushes for cleaning the insides of the barrel. That one right there, that's a barrel brush, okay? This right here, this big blue one that I use, this is for putting tire dressing on. You can see how it's different colors. And it's kind of, it's a medium soft brush, but it's going over the tires anyway. So a stiff brush is not gonna hurt, but it gets up in the cracks and everything. So that's the first thing I do. And like I say, if you go to some of these hand washers, they'll wash the wheel and tires and everything with one brush. I've seen them do it with one brush. So the same tire that the same brush that they use on this tire right here, they'll put it right there on the rim. Okay? Scratch your rims up. You know, you don't know. All they look is clean to you. So, you know, they go from there. Afterwards, like I said, each wheel is clean. Now, what I use to clean each wheel are different things, okay? I have different types of cleaner. Now, I just started using some of this Jay Leno's Garage wheel and tire cleaner, and also the Diablo. I use that. There's some other, sometimes I use some all-purpose cleaners on the wheels as well. I use Super Clean on some of the wheels because the Super Clean is some really good stuff. It's a degreaser. It cleans the wheels off, okay? So I use, now, if I got something that says for tires only, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. I got it right here. This is Sonic's tire cleaner. This is for tires only, okay? I only use this on tires. I will not use this on the wheels because I don't know what it will do to somebody's wheels. And the last thing I want to do is mess up somebody's wheels. Okay, so get the wheels and tires out of the way. The next thing we do is we rinse the vehicle down real good. I rinse it down real good to get it good and wet to try to help break up some of the stuff. Now, before I wash it, I do a pre-soap on the vehicle. And this, I have some pre-soap that's mixed up in my little foam sprayer, which is right there. I spray this over the entire vehicle. I let it sit. I let it sit on the vehicle for about 3 to 4 minutes, and then I hose it off. After I hose it off, then I go to one of my foam cannons. Inside of a foam cannon, then I go to what type of soap I'm going to be using on it, okay? Now, I use a mixture of soap from time to time. I told you, you know, this is one of my favorites right here, the Suds Lab. McGuire's Gold is good. I got some Mr. Pink there, Jay Leno's, Adams, Chemical Guys. I also got some of the Turtle Wax Hybrid, and I got some more McGuire's Ultimate Wash down there as well, okay? So, I take my my foam cannon, spray that over the entire vehicle. Once I spray that on it, then I use a bucket with hot water, one of my mitts, and I start washing it from the top on down. After I finish washing it from the top down, I rinse it off. Now, after I rinse it off, then this is what I move to. Let's see, it's right down here. Is it over here? Here it is, it's over here. I use iron remover, okay? Reason why I use iron remover, because all down the sides of the car, you feel rub on the car, and if you get a gritty feel, like, listen to this. That's a little dusty. Now, where I put some, where I tested out some ceramic coat was right over here on this side. Now watch this side of this fender right here. Watch this. Now, I'm rubbing my hand on that, okay? I'm rubbing my hand on it. You don't hear anything. Watch this. This I didn't do. This I did do. Now, the reason why that's like that, first, I put the iron remover on it. Spray the iron remover, leave it on there for about 5 minutes or so. The iron remover starts to turn purple. What it does, it removes ferrous metals and different type of tar and road stuff from your vehicle. Now, a regular car wash is not going to get that off. Using regular soap and water is not going to get that off. Then after I do that, after I use the iron remover, I hose the iron remover down. Afterwards, I reach for possibly a synthetic clay bar, which I got a synthetic one right here. Let's see, if I look down here in my box, where are my other ones at? I got them down here. I got clay bars, not down in there. I think they're down in this one right up in here, okay? But I use clay bars, which is right down in here, okay? I use clay bars. I like the synthetic, and the clay bar is put on, you can use it with some soap and water. You got to have some good lubricant on it, because you take this, and I'm not going to rub it on there. I'll take it and rub it on the other side because it'll scratch it up. But you just take it like this while it's good and soft. While it's good and lubricated, not soft. But the rag is, well lubricated. So after I do the clay bar, or if I would use a synthetic clay mitt, then I rinse it down, or either I just wipe it off, dry the vehicle off, pull the vehicle in the shop. If I'm just, like I said, with a basic detail, after I finish clay barring it, I always use some type of ceramic spray, some type of protection. I spray on it and wipe it off. Okay, I'll use that. I'll use maybe the graphene detailer. This stuff here you use when it's when the vehicle is still wet. Rinse it off. The stuff works so good. But I got other stuff. Even this stuff right here, this turtle wax, quick detailer, minute wax, the slick shine, the spray wax, which is back here, the ice stuff. All this stuff is good. You can spray it on and wipe it off. It gives the vehicle some type of protection. Okay, it gives it some type of protection. Now, when we clean up, when we detail a car, when I detail a car, I don't just, I get up under it as well. And in some cases, when the weather is really bad, I have up under here, as you can see that is an undercarriage cleaner, an undercarriage spray hose. Okay, see the wheels on it? It rolls up under the vehicle, hooked up to the high pressured sprayer, and it cleans the bottom of the vehicle. Okay, you roll up on the bottom, cleans it. Now, also, when I'm washing this vehicle, this is something else that detailers do. We get the insides of the door jambs, all through there and around the bottoms of the door jambs. That's what we get. We get the door jambs, we clean it all up. All the door jambs, we clean those out. Okay? All right? We go around to the trunk area. We'll let the trunk open. And the door jambs around the trunk, we clean them. You can see this one hasn't been cleaned because, like I said, it's been sitting outside. It's been in the garage, but this is the stuff, the droppings from the trees. But these are the areas that we clean. Okay? These are the areas when we're doing a detail on a vehicle. Okay? Same way with the passenger side over here. We open the doors up. We clean the door jambs. We hit it all. Okay? That's your outside. This is everything on the outside that we do. Now let's go to the inside. Now, I want you to take a look around the inside of this. This was done earlier. It was done actually a few months ago. Okay? But it's kept up. Okay? Now, what a detailer does is we use an all-purpose soap and we scrub this entire thing down. We wash it down. We clean out the vents. Okay? Then we clean the vents out. But before we do all that, I use my hose, my air hose, which shoots hard pressure to knock all that stuff out of it, and along with a little small detail brush. Okay? I do that. Then afterwards, we wash down the insides. We make sure that we clean out the air vents that are here. We go down around where the knobs at. All this stuff is cleaned. It's all cleaned. It's all scrubbed down. The inside of the little cubbies that you got one here. You got one down up in there. All this stuff is cleaned out. Around the shift part, all this stuff is done. This is what's done in a detail. You look inside the glove compartment, even on the inside, that thing is cleaned up with a little cubby hole for the armrest. That's cleaned up. You got cup holders, which are right here. This stuff is all cleaned out, including inside of the glove compartment. Everything is cleaned out on it. We cleaned the vinyl parts, which are around here. Everything that's on the inside, all this stuff is wiped down during a basic detail. On the inside, the steering wheel between the little emblem and stuff, all that little stuff gets up, dust and everything gets in the cracks. All this stuff is cleaned out around here. Everything is cleaned out. We also go up to the sun visors, where the sun visors are open, the mirrors, all this stuff is clean. The headliner is all wiped down and cleaned. This is a basic detail. This is not everything you're going to get at a $25 car wash, okay? The mirror is clean. This little eyeglass holder, which is right here for your eyeglasses, all that's cleaned out, including this other side. The inside of your moonroof, all this stuff is cleaned. The headliners, whatnot. The seats, you see I got a tear right there on those seats, but that's fine and dandy, because like I said, one of these days I'm going to fix those, okay? We take out the floor mats. The floor mats are washed down. We go to the doors, where you've got the door opener right here. This thing is cleaned, washed down. Inside where you push the button to let your windows down, all this stuff is clean and wiped out. Everything is clean. Inside your little slot where you can put Twinkies and whatnot down in there. I mean, all this stuff is cleaned out. That goes for front and for back as well. Even in the back seat, doors, all these are clean to perfection. They are. And not only once they're clean, okay, I'll show you that afterwards. But anyway, the seat rest, the back of the seats, everything on the inside of the vehicle is cleaned. This is a basic detail, okay? Now, after I finish cleaning the insides for all the plastic and rubber, I'll usually put the Chemical Guys VRP on there, but I've been liking this new Jay Leno stuff, tire and trim care. I also got some Jay Leno's leather conditioner. That's for use for leather seats and whatnot. But this stuff, like I said, it's good. I use it. This is put over on the inside of the vehicle, over on the steering wheel, everything. All this stuff is wiped, washed down in a basic detail. Your seat belts are cleaned in a basic detail, including the click part, the way you put this, stick the metal part where you attach it onto your seat belt. All this stuff is cleaned in a basic detail. One other thing that's also done that I didn't show you guys. Under the hood of a vehicle, all around here, under the hood, all this is washed down on a basic detail, including up the cowl area, this black area. This black area, doing a basic detail, is also put, I also put trim restore. I use the Jay Leno stuff on that as well. All this is clean. Now, if they want the engine washed, that's a little bit extra. That's not in a basic detail. That's a little bit extra. But these are the things that are done when you're doing a basic detail on a vehicle. Also, we don't want to forget that all the windows on a basic detail are cleaned inside and out. Okay? All the windows are done. Around the dashboard area, all of this right here, all this is washed. It's all clean. Everything in a basic detail is made for your vehicle to look like you just bought it. That's a basic detail. Now, a regular car wash ain't doing all that. And I'm just being honest with you. You don't believe me? Go to one and you'll see. They are not. And the reason why, because it's just like this car wash. I've heard that one of them's named In and Out, something like that. That's exactly what they do, is they get you in and they get you out as quick as possible. Now, in everything that I just took y'all through on a basic detail, the way that I do a basic detail, and that's the way that most detailers do one. Because a basic detailer, yeah, it has all that. It has a wash in it. It has the iron remover. It has the iron remover and decontamination. That's what the iron remover does. It decontaminates the paint. It has a clay barring. The clay barring cleans and makes sure it smoothens out that paint to make it feel like this. Okay? That's what the clay bar does. This is everything that's in a basic detail. Now, you may ask me, I've had people that come to me and say, oh, what I'm going to wait for it, okay, for a basic detail. Now, I'm doing this myself. It takes me at least, now, depending upon the condition that the vehicle is in. If the vehicle is in a regular, good condition, well-kept condition, no problem, where it's not trashed out on the inside and everything. You got to give me at least 2 to 2.5 hours. Okay, because I go through it. Now, you go to one of these little fast hand car washes. Once they start washing your vehicle, they'll be through with it in 15 to 20 minutes. Done. You go in and you can go on about your business. That's it. Looks nice and clean, looks nice and shiny. But has it really been? I mean, and the thing about it is, going through one of those washes or going through an automatic wash, or one of those little hand washes, is basically like if something goes on wrong with you, you go to the emergency room. Okay? Emergency room just basically sends you through. It's like an automatic wash. They send you through. They always tell you after you go to the emergency room, they say, follow up with your doctor, because your doctor is going to go through all the internal parts of you to make sure that everything is okay. That's what a detailer does. A basic detail goes through the inner parts of a vehicle to have it looking at its best, okay? To have it looking at its best. Now, you may ask yourself this question, okay? Because some people do it. Some of the professional detailers won't use certain products, that you may find in Walmart, Advanced Auto, different auto places like that. They only get the stuff, the professional stuff used, like the Coach Kimmy and the PNS, Car Pro, stuff like that. I've used some of that stuff before, but I'm going to tell you, and I'll be honest with you, on a lot of stuff, I've gotten the same results. Some of them look at chemical guys and go like, oh, no, I won't touch chemical guys. Hey, I've had great success with chemical guys, all right? Suds Lab, which is available at Walmart. I've had great success with it. No problems. I've had repeat customers come back to me. Stuff is held up, okay? But all I'm saying, y'all, to put it all in one word, there's a difference between a car wash and a car detail. Okay, there's a difference in it. Okay, a huge difference. So that's something, like I said, that I felt I needed to talk about, because there are some people that don't understand it. They think that, the detail, and all you do is just basically you wash the car. Now, you go through a little bit more than a car wash. It's kind of like, it's not like an emergency. A lot of people hate going to an emergency room. Okay, you go to the emergency room, what they do, they send you through, check you out, you're fine, going about your business. But make sure you check up with your doctor, so he can find out what's really going on inside there. That's the same way we do with detail. They go there, wash the cars. They go through an automatic wash. Hey, it looks nice and clean and shiny until you throw that light on and you see all those scratches on there. Well, did the car wash do that? Did the car wash clean the undercarriage of your car? No. It's got a couple of hoses and spray up on there, but did it really clean it? No. Did it really clean your tires the way that they should be cleaned? No. Did it really clean your wheels? No, it really didn't, because they don't have the stuff. They got these brushes that are running back and forth that just hit it and quit it. That's all they do. They hit it and quit it. Get you in, get you out. They're done. Okay? So I hope what I said was kind of clear. I hope these people and my friend who knows what I'm talking about, that you get an understanding, Hey, I get it. Everybody ain't got the money to pay for a basic detail. I get it, because there was times when I didn't, It's a lucky thing I could do it myself. All right? But like I say, just remember this here. This is your investment. And we know at the prices of cars, the average price of the new car today is close to $50,000. That's the average price of them. Now, there is a time when you paid $50,000 for a vehicle, you got a Mercedes-Benz. There was a time when you paid $50,000 for a vehicle, you damn near got a Ferrari. Okay? Not anymore. Not anymore, okay? The average price of the vehicles are up. So by being your investment, and we all know how it goes, the minute you drive that car off a lot, it loses value. So you want to kind of keep up on that. You want to kind of hold as much value to your vehicle as possible. And hey, I'm not just talking about just keeping it clean. I'm talking about the internal parts too, because you know me, I am deaf on changing oil, on changing transmission fluid, on changing gear oil, flushing out the cooling system, changing spark plugs, putting new brakes on the vehicle. I got a niece right now. I did her car the other day, and when I pulled it up here and I got on the brakes and it went, it's just like that. I'm like, do you know that you're running metal on metal? And I asked her, when's the last time you had new brakes put on her car? Her car's in 2018. It's 2024. Never. What? You never had brakes put on your car before? Oh my God. So when you take that to a brake shop, they're not just going to put brakes on there. They're going to tell you you need new rotors. So they got to put new rotors on there. So new rotors and brakes on her car, and more than likely they're gonna tell her she needs all 4 of them for all 4 wheels. She's looking at between $1,000 and $1,500 to do that job. Okay, so you gotta take care of what's yours. Take care of it. That's all you gotta do is take care of it. Hope y'all like this video. Hope it kind of explains something. Hope it shed a light on the difference between a vehicle detail from a vehicle car wash, okay? Hope it has. Please hit those like, subscribe buttons. Thank y'all so much for all the people out there. Hey, there's another channel that I look at a lot. This guy's Fab Automotive. I love the way this guy puts stuff together. I mean, it's a lot of them out there. You know, you got Miranda Detail, and I love Phil Miranda, okay? Because, you know, I mean, I like how they just break down stuff and they're honest with, you know, things that they do. They're honest with what's out there and how to do it. And they don't go by the, you know, the norms of, oh, it has to be done this way or it has to be done that way. And they don't act like they're too good to speak back with you, you know, through texting and through messages, you know, because they respond back to people. And I like that. That's a wonderful thing. So yeah, keep doing what you're doing. But this guy, Fab Automotive, he's got this new ceramic stuff that's coming out. I can't wait to get it because it looks like it's pretty good. You know me, I love trying new stuff, and I am going to try it once I get it. I am. So y'all, thank y'all for looking at the channel, you know, and we'll see you next time. You know, y'all have a wonderful day, and let's just try treating each other just a little bit better. We'll be all right, y'all. We'll be all right. Peace.